Welcome back to the Blunt Lab. I'm Al. This is Marcus. What's up, bro?
Not too much. How you doing, man?
Chilling. What's good with you, man?
Not too much. That track is produced by NISH, and you can find his music on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Twitter. So just check him out. He's got a lot of good music.
He's on YouTube, right?
And YouTube as well. I'm sorry. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Got a lot of good music. Appreciate him for blessing us with that theme.
With that hot
So
track.
what's going on, man?
Oh, man, I'm hanging in there, dude. Little, sad but happy at the same time.
Yeah, let's just address the elephant in the room, man. Let's just address the elephant in the room.
I will say this. I know you haven't, man. I know you haven't looked into it, but several comments were made on Instagram, on TikTok. I knew going into it that we should be worried. You remember that? I mean, they beat our ass twice, and apparently, they had that third one waiting. This one was even worse.
Yeah, they got our number, man. They have our number. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what, though? It was a successful season.
Yes, it was.
We made a lot of progress. We got to see a lot of good stuff out of a lot of players that we didn't know about. So the future's bright, man. The future's bright. And Philly's a great team. Like, there's no other way to say it. Philly, congrats to them. They're fantastic.
Yeah, you know what? Congrats to Philly, and also fuck you at the same time. All right? I hate Philly. The Philadelphia fans don't deserve anything good, just like the Jaguar fans. Philadelphia fans don't deserve shit. Any fan that's going to throw batteries at Santa Claus doesn't deserve shit. Any fan that's going to destroy their town after winning a Super Bowl doesn't deserve shit. So you know what? Fuck you, Philly. I hope San Francisco whoops your ass. But I digress.
Fair enough.
Hopefully we make moves. Here's our thing. Primarily, we can never block for Daniel. Ever. Now, Philly does have a phenomenal front line. I mean, there's no question about that. But outside of that, we can never block for Daniel. Daniel is constantly on the run. I mean, the second he snapped the ball, there were at least two defenders in the backfield. The second he snapped the ball.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. So you know what? It's really not all on him. I mean, even the running game, they were swallowing it up. There was nothing they can do. That offensive line, outside of a couple of players, is trash. Plain old trash. Well, how did who did Al Michaels call bums?
I'm pretty sure it was the Cowboys back in the day.
Was it the Cowboys?
I think it was. It might have been the Redskins, but
we're gonna have to check that out.
Football team.
I just remember watching it live, and I thought it was hilarious. You know what?
Yeah.
Again, outside of a couple of players on the offensive line, the rest of them are bums. I don't know what they get paid to do. I know there were X's and O's involved, but how is it that you can't block the man in front of you? How is that?
Because the guy in front of you is just better, man.
If
you think about Philly's team, like they're built like the right way, man.
Philly went and spent money.
They got everything. They got pass rushers. They got run blockers, like run stuffers. They got linebackers that are fast. They are all over the field. They got corners that can cover. They got safeties that can cover and tackle.
And us,
they got everything,
on the front line, we don't, I mean, again, outside of, who is it? Andrew Thomas is a beast.
Andrew Thomas, yeah.
Neil, because he's a rookie, he gets a pass. But I do see.
He had a bad season.
He
had a rough season.
I mean,
it happens. So.
I'll give him a pass, but I do see good things with him.
Yeah.
The rest of the guys, really, What do you guys get paid to do? I mean,
And we just got to
shit,
get
like,
healthy, man.
huh.
We just got to get the right linemen healthy. Like,
And apparently we've made
I don't
some
know.
moves. We've made some moves. Granted, they're from the fucking practice squad.
Yeah.
But let's see. They signed a defensive tackle, Vernon Butler. Don't know who he is. Running back, Jashawn Corbin. I might have remembered that name on the video game, but I don't think I've ever seen him play. Offensive tackle, Corey Cunningham. You know anything about him?
No.
Cornerback.
I've never heard of any of these guys.
Yeah, these are all guys from the practice squad that they signed up. And I guess during the season, some of them were elevated to play because of the certain injuries.
Yeah.
But we got a cornerback, Zion Gilbert. You know anything about him? These are guys I don't know as well.
Yeah.
Offensive lineman, I feel bad if I mispronounce his name. Devery Hamilton.
Oh, no, I know who that is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Yeah,
Is
I
he
know
any
who
good?
he is. I mean,
Will he be any help,
can-
or is he just space being filled?
I think he's a young guy, so I tend to believe in a young guy to think that they can get better, you know?
What do you know about a wide receiver by the name of Jaden Mickens?
Never heard of him.
Neither have I. Dre Miller?
But my thing is, no. Like, if they're on the practice squad, like, I feel like that's not like an indictment on them, but it kind of is. But at the same time, Isaiah Hodgins was on Buffalo's practice squad, and look at what he did for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I feel like if you're on a practice squad, that doesn't mean you can't play, but at least the people in that building feel like you ain't better than the other guys we got.
Like, they signed
So-
like 3 or 4 wide receivers from the practice squad between Dre Miller, Khalil Pimpleton, Mekhi Polk. No idea who that is. I don't know who any of these dudes are. What do you know about a safety, Trenton Thompson?
Trenton Thompson, no.
I know nothing about any of these guys, but apparently some of them got playing time. I watched all the Giants games this year, but I don't know any of these guys. I don't recognize one name outside of the Corbin fella.
No.
Again, I seen his name in the video game because he was like 3rd string. I just don't
That makes
remember him
sense.
being all that great. But what do we have? 11 picks in the draft.
Yeah.
What do you think we can do with those 11 picks? And where are we at with some of those picks, though? Where are we at with those picks?
I know the first round pick is the 26th, which it's not, I mean, that's a good pick, though, because there's at least 32 to 40 like difference makers in every draft, you know, depending on where they get drafted. So, I mean, I don't know if any of the receivers that we'd want would be there, but it's also
At 26, I doubt it.
But I mean, there's also the possibility of trading up to get one if you really like one, you know. But there'll be a couple of good receivers still left, you know, by the 26th pick. But
Now-
I feel like there's a couple needs that we have that, like receiver, interior offensive lineman, you know, interior defensive lineman. So I'm like, I almost feel like it's a pick the best player available at that point. Like if the best player left is a receiver, like whoever, you know, like whatever your board looks like, and by position, like you just draft for that because like they have certain things that are set. Like the safeties are cool, you know. McKinney's good. Re-sign Julian Love, he's cool. You know, get another corner because Adoree Jackson is fantastic, but you know,
they do need somebody on the opposite side.
yeah,
We do need what are we talking?
an interior
Offensive guards.
We need guards. We
Now-
need a middle linebacker.
We also need a backup for Dexter Lawrence because every time this guy takes a break, teams just run through where he's supposed to be. Just absolutely run through. We need somebody to
Sure.
come on to back him up, somebody good. And as far as like Leonard Williams, again, you know, if we
He
can
said
get
he would
something,
take a pay cut.
he better take
Like,
a pay cut.
he said he would take a pay cut to stay, but I'm like, what does that mean though? What kind of, you know? because his cap number is like $32 million, which is
Oh,
insane.
yeah. He
Like,
definitely needs
that's
to take a pay
insane.
cut, especially if we're trying to
I,
sign Saquon, because they're talking about it's starting to look like they're not trying to re-sign him because he wants more money. And that would make me absolutely angry if they
I
don't
think that's
re-sign him.
negotiation tactics, man.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, because earlier in the season when they were negotiating his contract, they were
Mhm.
talking about how he's the face of the team. He's the face of New York.
He
We love
is.
him so much. And I'm saying this is the new regime. This is Sean and Daboll saying this. Like, they didn't draft him. They don't have no ties to him like that. But they see how he carries himself and
Mhm.
what he's done on the field, and he's been healthy. I'm like, if you add like what Odell was that year that Saquon had as a rookie, like if you give him a threat like that on the outside, it's only going to make him better.
And
It's
here's the
only going to
talk.
open the offense up more.
The talk
What's
is
up?
they're looking to either trade for T. Higgins, like you were saying, or
Huh.
what's his name? Brandon Ayuk. Is that how you say his last name? San Francisco.
Yeah.
And that there's hopes, and that Sean should be making a trade for one of those guys. Hopefully it's T.
I
Higgins.
want- I'd rather T. Higgins to be.
I
I
like
mean,
it.
Brandon Ayuk is fantastic, though.
Oh, he is.
But I don't think San Francisco will let him go. I think San Francisco will find the money to pay him. Because they seem to always do. Well, no, maybe not, because Nick Bosa's contract's coming soon, and
Mhm.
you got to keep him. I can see Brandon Ayuk. But T. Higgins is the one to me, like, I feel like with his size and ability and his age,
Mhm.
oh, man. He's exact. You know what he'd be? He'd be what Kenny Galladay was supposed to be.
Yeah, that
But
wasted.
better. Like a way better.
I hate to
version.
sound harsh,
And,
but
hey,
like, man, dude,
Hey,
what a
you know
waste.
what? I hope for Kenny Galladay, I hope his next team that he goes out and balls out, man. I really do hope that for him. Like, I hope he goes and has a great rest of his career, because like what he did with the Giants was just
sad.
that's awful. It's really awful.
Very sad. And very, very,
Yeah.
very sad. But hopefully he makes that play for him. Hopefully we can have that on the outside, because that just helps
Yeah.
guys like Hodgins, Bellinger.
Yeah.
Oh, so
They're talking about a
Slayton.
tight end as well. Like drafting another tight end. Like the kid out of Utah
Is he any good?
is Dalton Kincaid. Hey man, he broke all kind of records in college.
Yeah,
I'll say this, he's not a blocker. He's
Hmm.
not a blocking tight end though. But he's like a receiver though, like a Kelsey kind of tight end. Like he gonna go and get busy.
Oh, okay.
But you put him on the other side of Bellinger, like that could be dangerous. And I think he'll be there in the second, possibly the third round. And we have 2 third-round picks because of the Kadarius Toney trade. We have 2 thirds and 2 6, I think, or 3 6-round picks. But I know we have 2 thirds.
And the draft's in April,
So
right?
I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, if Kincaid is there in the second round, I mean, it'd be hard to pass him up, even though you don't necessarily need that. That's just one of those things. It's like, why? It's like I equate it to like Cincinnati, and then you got Joe Burrow. You already got T. Higgins and Tyler Ward, but you go get Jamar Chase too, because like why not? Like, why not add to what's already dynamic?
Because that other
So if
name
you
you
got a
mentioned,
good,
he just disappeared because Higgins and Chase pretty much got all the shine.
but Tyler Boyd, he's balling though. He played good. I think he had a pretty good season last year. He was there before both of those guys. Like he was there in them
one of the
bad
original
years.
fellas. Okay.
Yeah, like them years, like right when Carson
With the ginger?
Palmer and yeah, when they were like, at the end of that Dalton era where they were losing a lot. Yeah,
Is that
Tyler Boyd
offensive?
was a part of
Is
that.
the ginger term offensive? I don't know anymore. So many things have become offensive.
Everything's offensive, bro. Somebody's
well.
offended by that right now. Yes.
Very well.
Is it universally offensive? I don't think so. But hey, man, I'm not that woke, so. But I don't know.
That makes 2 of us.
I don't know.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah.
But either way, man,
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We got San Francisco and Dallas.
Yeah. So I was going to say, I was wrong on both NFC games.
Mm-hmm.
I predicted Dallas would win that game stupidly. Dak did Dak things. And now there's questions about whether he should be the starting quarterback going forward. Or if they should even keep him.
Really?
Or what they should do. Yeah. Or like, is McCarthy going to keep his job? Or is the offensive coordinator going to keep his job? Are they going to keep Zeke? Tony Pollard just broke his leg, so he's going to be out probably for the rest of probably into next season.
So it's broken?
Yeah, he broke his leg, like his fibula, I think.
Oh, yeah, man. No.
So, and he's a free agent, so like, does
that
hurt his market?
Zeke said he'll take a pay cut, so I think he'll re-sign with the Cowboys.
Well, I could see them bringing Zeke, on a bargain deal, I guess, but Tony Pollard, that was his squad, though. Mm-hmm. I thought, the way it looked. And as far as Dak, man, my thing with Dallas is this: like, what else are you gonna do? Are you gonna go and draft a quarterback, or are you gonna go trade for one? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all gonna do?
Who was
Dak got 1 year left?
Who was that was winning games when Dak was hurt? Was it
Cooper Rush?
There you go. They can go with good old Coop.
Cooper Rush limits you so much offensively. Your playbook is like this.
We want the Cowboys to lose. So, hey, man, Cooper Rush is the best for them. They should just go with that.
I love having Dak out there as a Giants fan because Dak gone Dak. And I love that about him.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is because this is not like a regular thing for him throughout his career to be this like turnover prone. He's always been careful with the ball, but it's like he's pressing.
Look at Josh Allen.
Interceptions, like, Josh Allen had a worse day to me. Dak looked terrible, but Josh Allen looked.
The wife was rooting for good old. He was good. She was rooting for good old Josh.
He's not the second best. He's not the second best quarterback in the league no more. I don't want to hear that.
No,
it's between Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow.
Exactly. My wife hates Joe B. I don't know why she hates Joe B.
I don't know. Oh, come on. I love Joe Burrow.
Joe B's a beast.
I love his arrogance because he backs it up. So it's like he does it every time. So I'm like, hey man, you have the right to talk shit when you can back it up like that. And he's fantastic.
And his offensive line really isn't that good.
No.
Really isn't that good. But he is that good.
Burrow he's a culture changer. Like college, what he did at LSU, that might have been the greatest quarterback season ever. Like insane.
But he had phenomenal receivers. He had phenomenal receivers.
And now he's in the NFL. Look at how bad Cincinnati was. They had the number 1 pick when they drafted him. He was turning it around and then he got hurt his first year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, they're in the Super Bowl. This year, then the AFC Championship game. Like, Joe Burrow is that dude, man.
Against
he might be the best quarterback. Like, he might be the best quarterback in the league. And that's no disrespect. I love Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick is easily the best. But I'm like, if you say that Joe Burrow is the best, like, I can't kill you for it. Like, you have an argument, you know? You don't have an argument with Josh Allen or any of them other dudes. Herbert, none of that. Maybe Jalen Hurts. Let's see what Jalen Hurts does.
Maybe it's my hatred for Philadelphia, but I'm still not sold on Jalen Hurts.
I like Jalen Hurts a lot.
He's got great talent around him. It's like
I hate that he's an Eagle. I hate that he's an Eagle. But I love his game and I love his like personality and the way he comes off. Like I think Jalen Hurts is fantastic.
I got 2 sisters. I think he's smoking hot. They think he is smoking, but we'll see. It's like Garoppolo, man. Garoppolo had all that talent around him, and we all know he's really not that good. But with all that talent around him, I mean, you know. And Jalen Hurts, man, I told you Brown was going to be a problem. Dude.
Well, listen,
Some
this is the
some of the
problem,
things they
though.
did was so disrespectful.
Yeah. I'm saying
Very.
this is the thing. Every team that wins has to have a lot of talent around them. Every quarterback that wins. Like Patrick Mahomes, as great as he is, bro, he's got arguably the greatest tight end to ever play football. When it's all said and
Yeah.
done, Travis Kelce might be the greatest to ever play.
With the numbers he's putting up, I can't argue.
What's the arguments? You know what I mean? Like, I love Gronk, love Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp's like my go. But
Yeah.
listen, man, Kelsey's gonna have Tony Gonzalez, Gates, all those guys, man. Like, he had Tyreek Hill for years. You know what I mean? Like, look at Josh Allen. He's got Diggs. All these great quarterbacks need like great players around them. So I look at what Jalen Hurts is doing. I'm like, he's just, you know what? He's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
With the
absolutely.
great weapons you have. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, if Daniel Jones had that, I think Daniel Jones could do the exact same things.
Oh, if
And
Daniel
I'm
Jones,
not even saying they're the same. It's not even a comparison. I'm not comparing them and saying they're
No,
the
no.
same. I'm just saying, if you give a competent quarterback weapons,
Protection
like they
and
should,
weapons?
yeah, protections and weapons, they should be able to produce. Like, that's, you know what I mean? That's the name of the game. So,
And Daniel Jones proved that you know what? Daniel Jones, his improvement this year reminds me of when Tom Coughlin came to New York and cured Tiki Barber of his fumbling issue.
yeah, that's true.
Because if you look at Danny Jones's numbers this year, as far as interception and fumble wise, compared to last year, drastic change. Now, if you look at
Yeah.
Josh Allen, last year to this year,
Yeah,
it's terrible.
yeah,
So that tells you, Dable, man, the man. Thank you for coming to New York.
yes, sir.
Thank
Love
you
my
for
coach.
thank you for a phenomenal
Love him.
year. We look forward to
Yep.
another great one next year. You know, it's
Mhm.
sad, but hey, we're still happy at the year we had.
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude,
It's just the way we lost. Like, losing is one thing, getting smoked. But you know what though? It's almost a good thing in the sense that it highlights we have flaws as a team. There's
very
things that
big
we need to
flaws.
improve. And had we kept going with it, it's easy to mask that when you're winning. So we know there's things that need to be done. Now, as far as that Cowboys 49ers game, yeah, Dak doing Dak things. Their defense played out of control though. Their defense did their part to hold San Francisco to what, 19? For only
man.
one touchdown, all those field goals, like their defense did their part. If Dak doesn't, throw stupid interceptions, they probably win that game.
Now, some of those passes were deflections, weren't they? I can't remember.
I think the second one was a deflection. The first one was just a bad read. Like, he just kind of was just staring the old boy down, I think the second one was supposed to go to CD and it got tipped or something like that. But even like just when you watch how he's like throwing and like where he's looking, like there should be more interceptions that he's thrown.
Yeah,
Like people
true.
dropping passes. And like I seen people saying that like he got outplayed by Brock Purdy. Like, okay. I guess in the numbers wise, and he won, of course, you could say that, but I've always kind of looked at Dak as like an average quarterback, not like in a negative way, like he's bad or that like, I think he's trash, but like I've never looked at him as like an elite quarterback, like Pat Mahomes or Patrick Mahomes. Sorry.
No, not yet. Not
or
yet.
like Josh Allen
he
or
hasn't
any of
done.
these guys.
He hasn't done anything to prove that yet.
No,
I will say
I put
this
him on
though.
like that Matt Stafford, Derek Carr tier. Like,
yeah.
And even though Matt Stafford got a ring, like I've never looked at him as like the super elite quarterback either. Like he's good, he can get stuff done, but you got a ceiling with a quarterback like that.
Mm-hmm. Like Brock Purdy, man, I got to say, man, he throws a Purdy ball, buddy. He throws a very Purdy ball.
He gets busy, man.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. I think they can beat Philly. Like,
I
know
if you're gonna say, I mean, if we're gonna make the prediction now, I got San Francisco over Philly.
I think I do
And
too.
it may
Is that
not
is that
be,
an upset?
it
Like,
might
is
be.
it tight?
Everybody's picking the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl.
But bro, San Francisco's on like a 12-game winning streak though.
Yep.
Like
With
these
a
dudes haven't lost in a while. I mean, I know Kansas City stomped on them when they played them, but bro, they haven't been beat like in months, and they haven't got their ass kicked except for that game.
Yep.
Like, and then Philly, I mean, yes, Philly whooped on us, but we're clearly flawed. Like San Francisco's not going to play that game,
And for
and
instance,
their offensive line can protect.
San Francisco's defense is way better than ours. Way
Yeah.
better than ours.
And their offense is better because they have way more weapons. Like they've got
Debo,
weapons all over the
McCaffrey,
field.
Ayuk. That's
Kittle.
unfair.
Yeah,
Oh, Kittle.
You got the best left tackle in the game, out arguably, and Trent Williams. I would argue Andrew Thomas is right there with him, but I give Trent Williams that. He's been in the league. He's been doing it for a decade. So
I
But
think
yeah.
this. I think
I don't know that it
Garoppolo
would be an upset.
I don't think it'd be an upset because I think San Francisco is just that good. But I'll say this. I think Garoppolo's out of a job. What do you do if Purdy actually takes San Francisco to the Super Bowl, which I think he will?
Or
I
you
don't-
have to deal with Trey Lance. You got to trade him, I guess, and get what you can.
You think so?
Bro, if Brock Purdy takes you to the Super Bowl, bro, I think he's the guy now. Like, because I look at it like this. He is a rookie, right? And he's a 7th-round pick and blah, blah, blah. This dude will have gained so much. And I'm not even saying winning the Super Bowl, just making it there. So much confidence and so much experience.
Yeah.
With Kyle Shanahan, like, you already got all the weapons and you ain't got to pay him anything. Like, Trey Lance contract gonna be coming up in a couple of years. Like, I'm like, you might be able to get something back for him. You know you got a quarterback that can take you to a Super Bowl.
Do you take that
You know,
chance
so-
considering that now defensive coordinators have seen him? Like this year, what he's doing,
Yeah.
coordinators aren't ready for this kid. They weren't ready for this kid. So,
That's true.
it's the first time they're seeing him. Now, next year, if he can continue to do what he's doing now, then maybe, how long is Trey Lance hurt for?
He should be back by the start of next season. Like, he got hurt like early this year. So, but that's my thing is like, or you could do the thing where you bring Trey Lance back and like have them compete for the job. But think about it. If Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, how is that not his job? Like, what starting quarterback wins the Super Bowl and then loses their job next year? I don't
Didn't
care
Nick
what the
Foles-
reason it is.
What's his name?
Yeah, and look how that turned out. Carson
Yeah.
Wentz. Because, bro, think about it. Brock Purdy goes and wins the Super Bowl, but Trey Lance is healthy, so he starts. So, Trey Lance, you need to go win the Super Bowl. If Brock Purdy did it and he was a 7th-round pick, you were the number 3 pick. They traded fucking, 3 first-rounders for you. Like, you should be able to go and do the same thing that he just did, right? That, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you're putting so much pressure on him. Honestly, if I'm Trey Lance, if the 49ers care about his well-being or his mental, Brock Purdy go and win the Super Bowl, hey, man, ask Trey where you want to play. Because no way we can bring you back to this situation. And, I looked at Trey Lance and like a Kaepernick. His game kind of reminds me of that. And he kind of looks like him out there when he's out there playing. But
From
I
what
don't know,
I've seen,
man.
I would think he's a little bit better than Kaepernick.
yeah, I
Just-
think he's better than Brock Purdy.
Oh, yeah.
But if Brock Purdy was a Super Bowl, what do
I
you
guess
do?
that is a big decision to make.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Trey, if you want to come on down to New York, we won't say no. I mean, you might have to take a
Hey.
pay cut.
I'd take Trey Lance. I mean, he could. I don't know. I wouldn't start him over Daniel Jones right now.
No,
I mean, I just
no.
haven't seen enough from him to be like confident like that.
No.
But I mean, he was fantastic in college that 1 year.
Danny Jones
But
has earned his job. He's
yeah,
earned, they should keep him. I
not
hope
to
they
jump
keep
back
him.
on the Giants, like not to jump back on that topic, but I will say this: I would not prioritize Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley though. And no
I
world
agree.
would I do that.
I agree.
Because
I
I
agree.
feel like you can go get you another Daniel Jones. I don't know that you can get you another Saquon. Like you might not be able to get a guy as athletic as Daniel, but you might get a guy that's a better like passer or pocket
Before we
awareness.
jump back to the other guys,
So,
let me pose this question to you. You have Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, and Tom Brady who are possibly going to be available. Which one of those would you take over Danny?
Aaron Rodgers. And for a year, Tom Brady. Derek Carr would not.
My
I
sister's
think
going to want
Derek
to fight
Carr
you on that one.
is. No, I'm saying I think Derek Carr is like not as good as Daniel Jones, or he's the same. Like, and he's just older. So there's no. I love Derek Carr. No way I would take him over Daniel
Here's
Jones.
why I won't take. Here's why I wouldn't take Derek Carr. Because you had Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
And granted, your offensive line may not have been the greatest, but you still had time to throw the ball to Devontae Adams. When Devontae Adams was a Packer, that is all Aaron Rodgers had to throw to. You knew on every passing play who Aaron Rodgers was going to throw the ball to. And Devontae Adams made the catch, made the play.
Yeah, that's true.
So you mean to tell me you played in college with this dude? So there should be some rapport that you couldn't translate or transfer that relationship to the NFL and play lights out for the Raiders. The Raiders should have never been as shitty as they were this year.
Yeah. I think that's coaching too, though. I think Josh McDaniels sucks as a coach. I've been saying that, though. I think he's terrible. I think he's a great coordinator. I think he sucks as a coach. He sucked the first time he was coaching.
Their running back is phenomenal. You have a phenomenal running back. You have Devontae Adams. Now, here's why I'm going to bring Waller up. Waller,
he gets hurt a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So Waller's like Sterling
Fair
Shepard.
enough.
You know, maybe you should pick those
That's
towels up.
Yeah, that's fair.
But other than that, you got a beast running back and Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing. And Renfro's not bad himself either.
No.
So, I mean, you have folks to throw to. Daniel Jones doesn't have that many pieces.
I don't think Derek Carr is trash, but he's like on that tier, like I said, that Dak Prescott tier. He's on the lower end of that. He's not like the worst tier of quarterback, but he's like in the middle to the bottom middle of quarterback. I would take Tom Brady not over Daniel Jones, but if Tom Brady was to say, hey, I want to come there for a year and take $5 million, bet. And I re-sign Daniel and be like, hey, bro, this is your squad. This is you going forward. You know that. But it's Brady, bro. Like, come on. And then Aaron Rodgers straight up. Like, if Aaron Rodgers say he want to go play in New York, whatever. I'll take Aaron Rodgers over Daniel Jones. And I love Daniel Jones, but I mean, let's be honest right now. I don't care how bad Aaron looked this year and what happened in Green Bay. You put Aaron Rodgers on any team and give him weapons, he's going to ball, period. That's all it is to it.
We need to protect him, though. We need to protect him.
Because before Mahomes was doing all this wild shit,
it was Aaron Rodgers
was doing. A-Rod was doing wild shit on the field. I guess people forget that how ridiculous this dude is with the ball. But like, okay,
effortless.
Let him come to New York and remind you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let him come to the Big Apple and remind you. I'm cool with that.
Because
I love Daniel Jones.
Because like Patrick, he was one of those quarterbacks that did stuff that they coach quarterbacks not to do.
Yeah.
And he did it with ease and accuracy.
Got busy.
And accuracy.
Yeah. He's the most accurate. Probably. He's up there. If he's not the most accurate, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in history.
Like, I would definitely take him. Tom Brady at this point, look, my man's damaged goods, so I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want Derek Carr, because Derek Carr's not going to do anything. But I would take Aaron Rodgers hands down all day, every day. Come on down and win.
What about Geno Smith? Would you take Geno over Daniel Jones?
Hell.
Geno played good this year, bro.
Geno played good this year, but I'm not taking him over Daniel Jones. I'm not taking him over Daniel Jones. Now,
I wouldn't either, but...
Now, if we're talking about Lamar Jackson, that's a different...
I pay Lamar now. Lamar, come on to New York, bro.
That's when you have to. That's when you have to ask Daniel Jones. We're like, hey, buddy, how do you feel about being the number 2?
I asked Daniel Jones, how you feel about being a receiver or a tailback? You want to be Saquon's number?
He ain't a beast like Tim Tebow.
Nah, he's not. But I'm just saying, like, I would tell Danny, listen, bro. You want to go to Baltimore? We could do like some NBA shit. We could do some signing trades. If you don't want to go to Baltimore, hey, listen, we love you. Thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you for your service.
That's fucking Lamar Jackson. Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Stop. There's certain quarterbacks, if they get available, you're going to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Herbert, fucking Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
That might be the list. Aaron Rodgers, maybe. You know.
And I know folks were mad about Lamar not playing. Because they're like,
that was
hey,
the smartest thing he could have ever did.
Yeah, because look what happened to RG3.
Exactly.
RG3 suited up.
You're like in my brain right now. It's exactly what I was thinking about. Look what happened to him.
RG3 suited up, 14 and blah, blah, blah. Now my man's in the booth. But I did tell you at the start of RG3's career that if he keeps running the ball the way he's running the ball, he's not going to last too long unless he gains some weight.
Yeah. He don't like to slide either.
No. And
I'll say this about Lamar. I think he's faster than RG3.
Oh, absolutely.
And he don't seem to take the hits. He don't seem to get hit the way RG3 was getting hit. And the league was a little bit different back then. It wasn't that long ago, but
not too long ago. But
the league was a little bit different.
They're more sensitive now.
Like, yeah.
But Lamar, when he takes flight, dude, he's like I would have loved to see him and Michael Vick in a foot race, both in their prime, just to see which one is faster.
Yeah.
And that would be phenomenal. Because I don't even think Dion. Well, you know what? Let me not say that because
or Darryl Green.
Or Darryl Green was fast too.
Darryl Green was he was track fast.
Yeah, he was very fast. But Dion was a ridiculous kind of fast.
They said Dion timed at like 4.1 or something, 4.2 in the 40. Something really stupid, bro. But something like that that sound like some like made up shit.
When you saw this man run, it was as if his feet weren't even touching the ground. That's how fast he was.
Special.
And the way he embarrassed folks was just ridiculous. But San Fran is going, to get back to it, San Fran is going to take this game this weekend. Philly, fuck you.
I agree.
Lose.
I agree. I think San Francisco, I guess, in the upset. I mean, I don't know how that's really an upset, but it's the 1 and the 2 seed. So, hey,
now
NFC's best.
To the AFC.
This one's tricky.
If Patrick Mahomes is hurt, dude, I'm going to have to say
he's going to play, though.
He's going to play.
He's going to play.
But if he's hurt and he's limited.
I think Cincinnati wins.
Yeah.
I think they could have won.
That's the
upset.
I
think they would win even if he was healthy. That's what hurts me to even say. I do. Bro, I just feel like Cincinnati might just have their number, bro. Like, the way Cincinnati plays them, they don't play afraid. Like, I think Buffalo plays Kansas City afraid. I know that, Buffalo's beat them in the regular season. They didn't beat them in the playoffs, so I don't care. And Buffalo, we'll get to them in a little bit. Kansas City, I feel like everybody goes into it feeling like, man, we got to score. I know we got to score about 30 because Mahomes can give you 30.
You have to.
Cincinnati's like, dude, you need to score 35, 40. Like, you need to score a lot playing us. Like, they got the same mentality Kansas City got. They got a
Kansas City's
quarterback that
defense is
can go
better.
put up. I don't know, man. Cincinnati's defenses, they're like slept on, I think. They got good pass rushers. They got good linebackers. They got really good corners and the safeties. Like their defense keeps them. It can keep you honest enough. That's my thing. It's like this. Kansas City plays them, right? Is Kansas City defense going to stop them enough to win? I don't know. Because as good as Kansas City's defense is, they ain't got nothing for Jamar Chase. They've proven that this year and last year. They got nothing for him.
Their DBs
and you see what Hayden Hurst did.
Yeah.
You see what the tight end did against Buffalo. Like that, and Joe Burrow's playing the position right now, bro. Like Joe Burrow's playing so effortlessly and smooth. And Mahomes is hurt. Now, I'll say this. It's a built-in excuse if Cincinnati goes in there and beats them. Be like, hey, man, our quarterback was hurt. Like, what was he supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
But I think even if healthy, I feel like they're in Kansas City's head a little bit. That's the only team that's beaten them in Mahomes' era like 3 times.
Yeah,
they
that
haven't
is true.
beaten Cincinnati. And they did it in the championship game last year. So it ain't like, oh, that was some fluke shit. No, they beat them in the regular season. In the championship game, they beat them in the regular season this year. And here we are in the championship game again.
Oh,
the stage is set. Like, I feel like it might be a San Francisco, Cincinnati Super Bowl. I can see Cincinnati, Philly. I feel like the one thing I don't know. I don't want to say I'm like totally confident Cincinnati wins because I want Kansas City to win too. Like, I love both teams, but
for me,
I just feel like the stage is set for Cincinnati to do it.
If Patrick was healthy, I would have gone Kansas City's way.
Yeah.
But I know he's hurt. Just seeing the way he was moving around when he came back on the field, I know he's hurt.
Yeah.
And again, since his defense, like you said, is, underrated.
Yeah.
Their pass rushers will get to him if he can't move. So considering that he's hurt, I do think Cincinnati wins this game. I'm just hoping it's not by much. But I disagree with Philly. Philly is not going to win shit.
But hey, I'll say I would not be disappointed in Kansas City or Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. Neither one. I love both teams. Love both quarterbacks.
Yep.
And I feel like the champion is coming out of the AFC.
Yeah.
Whether it's Kansas City or if it's Cincinnati. Because I feel like if Kansas City beats Cincinnati, they got that off of their back. Give Mahomes a week or 2 to get healthy. Oh, yeah. They're going to run whoever. And we already seen what they did to San Francisco this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they did San Francisco, like, listen, Philly can get that same smoke. And if it's Cincinnati gonna be flying on such a high cloud. If they beat Kansas City again, they're not losing in another Super Bowl.
No.
Them dudes, and we seen it. Buffalo was getting to Burrow, but Burrow was just beating it. He was just beating it. That's the thing. Like, they might not protect well, but you still got to cover 3 of the best receivers in the league, a pretty damn good tight end, and arguably the first or second best quarterback in the game right now. Like, I think the champs coming out, the Super Bowl champs coming out the AFC. Well, we'll get to that in a later date. As far as the prediction, I got Cincinnati beating Kansas City again, man. It hurts me to say it. God, it hurts me to say it.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I agree.
It really hurts me to say it because I love Andy Reid too. And I don't want him to lose to another championship game, bro.
As soon as he got hurt, I was
bunch in Philly.
Yeah.
Like Andy Reid lost a bunch of championship games to Philly, man. Like, and he's lost a couple in Kansas City too.
I blame Donovan McNabb for that one.
Oh yeah. Every one of them.
As soon as he got to Kansas City and got his with Patrick, I was super happy for him. I was super happy for Patrick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know my wife's going to be sad that I'm picking Cincinnati over Patrick, but it's not that. Patrick's hurt.
Yeah.
They're going to get to him.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to soak if Kansas City wins. I'm not going to be on here like we were today.
I'd be happy if Kansas City won.
Yeah, I'd be happy if they won. I'm happy if Cincy wins. As
I'm
far
just
as the
not.
49ers, Eagles, I need San Francisco to give Philly what we couldn't.
I'm just
I
not
need them
picking.
to give them work.
Yeah, I'm just not picking any team from the NFC to win this year at all.
I feel you, bro.
They can
I feel
go,
you.
no, they're cursing a lot, but they can go fuck themselves. If it ain't the
No,
Jags,
no, I feel you, man. I'm with you. But we were talking about like how Cincinnati got back to the championship game.
mm-hmm.
I do want to discuss Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen's fantastic. Talent, all that. Like you brought up earlier, his turnover total was a way higher than it was last year. And you
Yep.
could, Dave leave, and I get all that. But he's always kind of erratic with the football. Before Dave got there, he was kind of erratic with the football. Or like, was Dave there when he got there? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. We probably have to check that out.
I think it was like a year he didn't have. But he's always like been kind of erratic with the ball. Because, his rookie season, I'm pretty sure he didn't have Dayball. Because then it was like, he like turned it on. Then they got Stephon Diggs. And then he was like an MVP candidate. But yeah, I'm over the conversation that he's the second best quarterback. Or that he's even in Mahomes' area. Or on his level.
No.
I don't even think he's on Joe Burrow's level. And again, no disrespect. I think Josh Allen's phenomenal. I think he's a super talent, but he's erratic with the football, and he has that ability. And it's like, I feel like he's like, I gotta just make a play, Like he's always on that like that gunslinger shit. Like I gotta make a play. Sometimes
I'll take Joe
B
B over him. I'd take Joe B over him any day, all day, any day.
I seen the guys on I think it was ESPN or Fox Sports, say that he's the modern Brett Favre. And I was like, that's a fair comparison.
Yeah, he's getting there.
If you think about it.
He's definitely getting there with the interceptions.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly what was said. I was hoping that I could find more, but I saw when Diggs was like, yo, dude, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now look,
I asked Diggs about it too.
Diggs, you're already in the state of New York. If you are unhappy in Buffalo, come on down to Jersey, buddy. Come on down to Jersey. We'll make you happy. We'll make you happy. We might even win a ring. Come on down.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine Diggs? I don't think he's leaving Buffalo. Ain't no way. Can you imagine Diggs and T. Higgins on the squad?
Oh.
That would just be unfair.
Bro, I'm just saying, man, to get a number one receiver, we've seen what Saquon Barkley can do with a number one. His rookie season was one of the best rookie seasons ever for anybody, because he had Odell out there. And I mean, I think Odell had got hurt at one point, but
I think so too.
He still had that threat though. Like, as a defense, we got a dude out here that can hurt us, but we got to, like, the running back can hurt us too. Like, you got to pick your poison now.
Because when Odell went down early then, we still had, was Slayton there? Who am I thinking took up the slack? I can't remember.
Shepard played good that year. That was the year, like, I think that they gave him his contract after that. Shepard. And Shep played pretty good.
Yeah, because I remember somebody picking up the slack because I don't think he was hurt for that long.
No.
But
and Saquon caught like 91 balls that season. It's something crazy for a running back. Like, it's crazy.
But Josh Allen, when he's on his game, the dude's a beast. The dude is a beast. Yeah. But going back to Buffalo, since we are on the topic of Buffalo, do you see the shenanigans that they are trying to fucking pull? Oh, look at DeMar driving into the facility in that little in that little car and blah blah.
Okay,
well, his face is like this. Yeah. He's got glasses on. He goes in. Now, even when he was in the booth, you still could not see him clearly.
Bro,
and
4K cameras, why is it grainy? 4K cameras. Why is every picture of him grainy? Okay. But continue.
But yeah, you
I'm
know,
sorry.
we're supposed, and you know, there were a couple of people who were getting at me in the comments about, you know, oh, bro, you know, take that dumb shit down and blah, blah, blah. Like, seriously? So I'm supposed to what?
Yeah.
Buy what the media is spewing? I mean,
Yeah.
literally. You're not showing us the dude's face at all. At all. And why would he go to the facility with his family and not walk in together? I mean, not everything about that was just like, really? You
It
think we're
looks
that
weird.
Now look, I would be glad for them to make me look stupid and they'd be like, hey, here's DeMar, live, well, healthy, but you're being shady about everything. Everything.
It's almost like they're like trolling. It's almost like they're trolling.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. They were thinking we're not going to catch it, man. I think,
well, because I watched that. I watched him pull up in the golf cart, and I was like, why does the video look so dark? And why is he like, you can't see his
like
face
looking
or see
down.
who that
You
is?
see him looking down, even though he had shades. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
And then when they showed him in the booth, the picture was grainy. And I'm like, bro, this is 4K. I'm watching it on a 4K, like, what is that? Like a 4K network. How I'm confused. Like,
go back and watch.
Why is it grainy?
Go back and watch the game. Even though DeMar has pads on, you can kind of see, you know, get a feel for what he looks like physically. And the dude they were trying to pass off as DeMar, you know, when you see him like, you know, making hand gestures, you know, doing the heart thing or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You can tell physically that is not DeMar. There's no way you're going to sell me that was DeMar. No way. So, look, just tell us the truth. Or you know what, DeMar, if you are alive and well and healthy, which I hope you are, you know, holla at us, holla at everybody. We want to see your face. We want to know that you're okay. Let us know what's up.
Listen, I understand where you're coming from. I tend to lean on the fact that would be so fucking ridiculous. There's no way that the NFL would do something like that.
Here's why I don't think it's ridiculous.
To save the season? No, I'm saying, but like I know it's not that I'm saying it's impossible, but it's just like to save the season in the Super Bowl, but like somebody died on the field and you cover it up. Like, I just feel like that would be the most ridiculous thing that, I mean, I don't know, but in these 2020s, anything seems to be able to happen.
Anything
is possible.
Here's why I say that they might be pulling the fucking wool over our eyes. Without getting into detail, but just look at what's going around, especially in Hollywood, the accusations that are going around in Hollywood and how things are being thrown in our face, but they try to play it off, but they're literally throwing it in our face because they think we're stupid. But when you really look into things, you're like, wow, you know, wow. The NFL, on the other hand, you know, they're no fucking different. They're no different at all. They're just as Hollywood as Hollywood, if not more Hollywood.
Yeah.
Now, to transition about Hollywood, did you watch the second episode of Last of Us?
No, not yet. I'm going to probably here shortly. I'm probably going to watch it here shortly.
Yes, sir. Hey, did you stay up to speed with American Horror Story?
Yeah, I've watched every season.
Oh, every last one?
Yeah, every season.
Okay, I need to watch this last one.
NYC?
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say this though. It's different than other seasons.
Okay.
But it's good though. 1984 or was it 84? Yeah.
Oh, I love that
might be
season.
my favorite.
That
might be my
season.
favorite. But yeah,
and I love
NYC is out there though. It's good. It's really good.
I love what's her name's daughter.
Carrie
Princess
Fisher?
Leia's daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great in there. I mean, of course, all the other actors and actresses too.
I hate the cult one though.
The
cult was my least favorite. Yeah, I hate the cult.
Here's
and
the
the
thing,
Freak Show. I don't like those two.
Freak Show, I did not. You know, there were certain things about here. There were redeeming qualities of Freak Show, and that's Neil Patrick Harris being one of them.
Yeah,
the clown, and the spoiled brat. They were okay. The cult, I enjoyed the cult simply because, I mean, granted, as outlandish as some of the things were, some things weren't that outlandish.
That's true.
You know, so that show, I didn't mind the cult too much. It definitely wasn't my favorite. But 1984 definitely was my favorite. The Coven.
Yeah.
The first season was by far #1. Absolutely.
Yeah. The first season. Roanoke was good too. I really like Roanoke.
Yes. I enjoyed
Roanoke.
I enjoyed Roanoke as well. So
and the hotel was cool too.
Yeah, I love the hotel. I like that hotel too. The weakest link in the hotel was Lady Gaga's boyfriend. The first one, and she ended up breaking up with him. Pretty boy. I can't remember his name. I know he's in Magic Mike and stuff. My wife thinks he's hot too. I don't think his acting was as strong as everybody else's there, but yeah. He was like the weakest part of that show.
Pretty much, yeah.
But our next episode, we'll probably cover some UFC. We'll probably have a guest on with us as well. Having that conversation with us.
Sweet.
So we should be able to, because several things have happened this past weekend, and I believe we have some upcoming stuff. Okay. So guys, it's about all the time we have at the lab. I appreciate you guys joining us. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can listen to us YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, iHeart, and Amazon Music. So please check us out. Again, like, subscribe. We appreciate all the love we've been getting. And feel free to comment, guys. Thanks again.
Thank you.